Last time we recorded, I was looking through the footage. I'm like, I look like shit.
Yeah.
And you look really good with your beard.
I've had like a massive glow up.
You have, haven't you?
I don't want to be that guy, but
When did you notice that you had a massive glow
when I
up?
could grow a beard.
Is it a beard?
Yeah.
What? So
I think it's because like I don't have a chin.
well, I'm the same.
So
And I try to grow a
I can
beard.
grow facial hair. It sort of defines my jaw.
Yeah. Because if I try, I can't really grow a beard for work because it's not.
I don't know if I can get that. I call cap on that.
Okay, maybe I need to look into the McDonald's guidelines.
I've seen cunts there with beards. I've seen people who work at McDonald's.
I think it just
with
needs to be nice and not like.
not like.
But the thing is, I don't want to get to the point where I have to like wear like a beard net and all this bullshit.
I don't grow a long beard.
No, just not like your length, not like a beard.
Yeah. Mine's probably mine's like I don't know.
Like a centimeter.
I'd say.
Yeah, about a centimeter.
It's not very
bad.
full. Like it's still really thin.
No, but it's good though. It's nice.
And I haven't filled in really my cheeks yet.
I hope the lighting on you is good. It looks a bit off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe I might actually.
I look orange.
You know what? I might actually just start again.
Oh, cool. That's gay.
Yeah, oh, cool. That's cool. Or should I just keep all this in? How's that? That's better.
Oh.
Is that better?
Miso look very bright. I have a twinkle in my eye.
Okay, that looks a lot better. I'm just going to keep that all in.
People
Welcome back to the, what's it called? Ennui radio show.
Can this go up?
No, it's low. It's good because it's not in your face.
Are these new?
Yeah, these are new.
When did you get these?
Because remember, a month or so ago.
Did we have these the last time we recorded?
Yes, we did.
Oh.
Because I kept them lower, so it's out of your face, and you can actually.
But now I feel like I have to slouch over the microphone.
You don't have to. You can just just do it. Do it normal. I've set up your mic, so then
Thank you. I
it
appreciate
captures
that.
you well.
Well, thank you.
Know what I'm saying?
No.
How's things, Ben?
Busy. You?
Busy also. Thanks for listening to the Ennui radio show.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye. No, it's been a few weeks.
Stop the recording.
Yes, that will stop recording. Do not press that button. I've actually got something for you, by the way.
Oh, yeah, do you?
See that little yellow box down there on the ground? Yellow box. Yeah. It's right there. Pick it up. Open it up. So it's a Powerline starter kit, but actually inside is...
You're a fucking weird cunt.
It's liquid death.
I was wondering why it was cold.
Yeah, it was very cold,
The
wasn't
box
it?
is cold.
Yeah.
I was like, why is the box so cold and heavy?
So this episode of the Ennui radio show is not sponsored by Liquid Death, but I've seen really good ads for it. Like their marketing's pretty cool. Have you seen the ad with Travis Barker? The liquid.
I didn't see the ad. I've seen like snippets of it though. It feels like I'm cracking a Guinness.
It does, doesn't it? Now give me your honest thought, because I actually don't think it's that bad.
Oh, it's just like flavored water.
Yeah, it's lime. It's lime sparkling water. It's just canned water.
Yeah, it just tastes the same as It's nice.
It is actually quite nice, and I think when I averaged it out, $3.50 a can. And their big thing is also about like the recycling aspect.
Yeah, I was
blah,
just reading on the site. It says death to plastic. We donate 10% of the profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution. You know what I fucking hate about myself?
What?
Is that when I read, I sound like I'm fucking slow.
You do.
But I'm a really good reader.
You are a good reader. The big thing with Liquid Death, it was like, oh, you see all these people at like motocross events and festivals and shit, drinking like Red Bull and shit. But you know, a lot of the time it was just like filled with water. Yeah. Because it's like, imagine going to a festival.
Imagine drinking nothing but energy drinks for like you'd 5 days straight. You'd have a fucking heart attack.
Absolutely you would. And they've only just started getting into like flavoured water.
I was going to say, the flavour thing's new, isn't it?
Yeah, flavour's new. Because it was sparkling. There was mountain and then there was sparkling.
Do you get 10 cents back if you
I think you probably do, actually. I don't know. I bought this from a sketchy website on the dark web. Not really. I should have, though.
Recycle or die. These guys are threatening people.
But it's a cool can.
There's 20 calories.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
And 4% calcium.
It's not bad, but not a bad amount of calcium.
Not a significant source of saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, dietary fiber, iron, potassium, and vitamin D.
Okay, you can just, if you just want to read the rest of that, you can as well.
Contains 0%
I don't want you
juice.
to.
This ruthless tall boy of flavored sparkling water is armed with agave nectar and natural electrolytes to refresh your body and murder your thirst.
Imagine being the copywriter for like drinks. What an interesting topic. Not really.
That's nice.
It's not that bad. Oh, you know what? I thought you were going to shit on it.
No, I don't. The only thing I don't probably really get is why make it look cool?
To make people buy it. It's like this. It's the punk. It's the skate. It's the that sort of feel.
But I just feel like I said this before you even got it. I did say I think the type of crowd and the type of person that drink attracts are just douchebags.
well, that's the thing. I think it's trying to not attract douchebags.
Like if I saw a guy in a park drinking that, I'd think you're a fucking dick.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Like if I saw a guy in a park who just played a game of like soccer and then he comes over to the bench and cracks a can, look at death, like you're a fucking loser.
Well, I think it's cool. But the other thing is, like, I guess there's probably not much taste between that and like flavored Fiji water, for example.
It's no different to like it's cool. Like the can looks cool. I'm not going to deny the can doesn't look cool. It's a cool like graphic, and I think all their graphics look sick. I just think like it's a lot of fucking effort for a can of water. But
that's the thing. It's like it's another market. I guess it's like. It's just marketing. Like at the end of the day, it's like this is the exact same thing as like a Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, true.
And I'm just trying to think of other examples. Even a Prime Energy and drink and all this other shit. It's just, hey, we have a product and we're going to sell it. And it's marketing. Do you know what I mean?
So how hard is that to get in Australia?
I had to buy it off usafoods.com.au.
Right, so
it's not available in Australia.
Available in their shops.
Not yet. But Prime is. And people go to the they go to like the BP and it'll pay like $8 a bottle.
Damn.
It might not be 8. Don't quote me on that.
How big are the bottles of Prime? What are they like?
Oh, so what's this? If this is 500, I think it's about 500, maybe 600.
Okay.
But it's like, yeah. But I like the tall boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I felt like I was cracking open a can of Guinness.
Well, that's the thing. I think like that's the feel as well.
You know what I would much prefer?
What?
Can of Guinness.
Can of Guinness?
Yeah.
Fucking, you could have brought a can of Guinness if you really wanted to.
Oh, just saying.
Okay, that's the pre-show. Now
I'd like to see you drink a can of Guinness.
I could drink a can of Guinness.
I don't reckon you could.
So that was the pre-show. Here's the main show. We went to Bert Kreischer.
We did.
Oh, yep. Okay, that's it.
It was pretty cool.
Is that all you have to say?
Yeah.
Sure.
Matt fucking creeped out everyone in the hotel.
How did I creep out? Okay, I didn't
I want
creep
you to
everybody.
tell the story.
I thought it'd be a funny joke if... Okay, so I bought Ben tickets for Bert Kreischer. And then I booked the accommodation, and I thought it'd be the funniest thing if I went, hey, can you guys put like rose petals on the beds? Twin beds. So like we're obviously not going to be sleeping together because we're not a gay couple.
Yeah, too bad they didn't fucking get that vibe.
What are you trying to say? What do you mean?
Yes, there were 2 individual beds. There's no, like, they didn't fuck that up. But when the manager of the hotel came and introduced himself to us and then made the shit comment of, now there's 2 free complimentary bottles of water up there in the fridge to keep you boys hydrated for your activities for the night.
Yeah, because he knew we were going to Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think? Okay, look, I think that they thought we had a sleeping bed and a fucking bed. Imagine fucking on a twin bed, on a single bed.
And what really, really made the hotel room even more creepy was the shower wall.
Was not planned. What was like? What's
I wonder if it's in every.
It probably would be
because it's an odd choice.
But it's an old hotel as well.
But could you imagine like going to that hotel with like a work colleague and then you see the fuck wall?
Is it really a fuck wall though?
Okay. If your shower, if one of the shower walls is just all glass, frosted glass, which had already smudge marks on it.
Okay, there was smudge marks on it.
At certain levels of height that certain body parts hang.
Yeah.
Or sit. But that wall is the hallway wall. So if you're walking past the shower and bathroom, you can see this big fucking frosted glass.
Okay, that's a good point. I'm trying to like move that light.
You're doing a bad job.
I'm doing a shit job. I don't know. I think it's just an aesthetic choice. It was quite an old hotel.
Could you imagine going like with a work colleague or your mum?
Yeah, with mum would be weird.
There's a fuck wall.
I would have to make sure I didn't go past.
Yeah. Because it was weird too, because it was like it was frosted, but in some parts it was almost transparent.
It was.
Like the frost had either worn off or like been scratched off.
However, I will say, if you're going to go to like, a trip to the city with your mum, you're probably going to go to a place where there's like maybe a separate room. You're not going to like
You're
have
gonna get like an adjoining room.
exactly,
Yeah.
not like twin beds.
Yeah, with rose petals and water bottles.
But we had a good trip down.
Yeah, it was good.
Stop. I remember when we stopped in Singleton, and I went to the bathroom, and I'm just taking a leak, and this guy is like, I couldn't tell if he was pissing or shitting, but like it was.
Well, you wanted to go to the toilet to do a shit.
Yes, I did, so I couldn't go.
Yeah, because he was in there.
Yeah, and I didn't, and he was just.
It's funny that you picked up on that and you're making fun of it because you do the same thing.
I don't.
You do.
Do I?
Yeah.
When I piss.
Or poo.
Really?
Yeah, like you just sit there and grunt.
I know I don't.
And I don't know if it's like you're
Do
trying
I
to do it to
actually?
be funny, but you've been in our house.
Oh no, I've done when I do it at your house, it's on purpose.
But then you've been other places, like the hotel.
I did it on purpose. You're there. I know you're listening.
You just happen to do it every time that I'm
Yes.
around. Because it's been that bad and that loud that when you're at our house, Kiara has asked me, like, is he okay? Why does he make these noises?
See, I don't know. It's just maybe it's my humor. Maybe I was dropped in my head as a kid.
It's not funny.
You don't think it's funny?
It's medically concerning.
Is it medically
if it's
concerning?
hurting that bad, if you have to concentrate that hard,
Well,
then
then
you're
do
not
you
ready to go.
Okay, if you care that much, pay for my visit to the
You don't have to have
doctors.
a surgery. It's bulk bill.
No, I had to pay money the other day. My
What the
Medicare's not working, and also it's not completely bulk. It's like part bulk bill now.
Damn. You had to pay.
Yeah, it was like, pay $75. But if you tap again, they'll give you the $35 back straight away.
Oh.
So it's like it wasn't
It's
really.
only Medicare.
Oh,
How fucking hard is it to control your free health care?
How hard? Okay, what is wrong with my Medicare? After 2.5 years of being separated from my ex-fiance, and we shared a Medicare card, I was like, okay, I've got to get this under wraps. Sent the Medicare. I got a Medicare form. This is when I was back in Mudgee. Got the Medicare form to transfer over, and she's like, just email it over. It's way easier, way quicker. Oh, okay, cool. Scanned it, sent it over. Month and a half later, they finally got back to me. It's actually like they mailed it back to me and said, hi there, blah, blah, blah. It's actually been filled out incorrectly. I looked through it, couldn't figure it out. I hadn't ticked if I was a male or a female.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yep. Ticked male, did it again. That was mid-January. And I've emailed them twice since then.
Takes a while, dude.
And then the other day, I just sent it again.
Oh.
But like, fuck me. That long to get a Medicare card? Fucking healthcare in
how long
Australia. I'd rather live in America.
I did mine during COVID, the first lockdown. I was like, I have nothing else better to do. And at that point, because when COVID hit, they made it heaps easier because you could instead of having to go down to Centrelink,
Yeah.
because that fucking sucks so much going to Centrelink. I hate going to Centrelink.
Centrelink is the worst place to go in the world.
Yeah, it's fucked. So I jumped online and did it, and then I accidentally filled out the
While
wrong
you tell this
form.
story, I'm going to move the lights. Fucking pissing me off. You're not lit properly.
Yeah,
Keep going,
okay.
keep going.
So anyway, it was a pain in the ass because the first form I filled out was because I was on my mum and dad's. Well, I was on my mum and then my dad's. I had to fill out 2 forms to get taken off both of them. And then I tried to apply for a Medicare card, and they were like, "Oh, you don't have to apply. You're a pre-existing customer. Now you're going to be dark."
No, it won't be that bad. No, see, look, I fixed it. How good's that? We look really good now.
Sorry, Bert Kreischer.
We're going to talk about Medicare a bit more.
Well,
no,
we
is
should
it really
talk about-
interesting?
no.
No, it's not. It was good. Got down to Sydney. I didn't really think about organising parking.
Oh yeah, that was another.
Actually,
fuck
no.
up.
Actually, no. I will. My thought was Ben and I will figure it out.
Yeah.
And we obviously did. It was fucking
And
easy.
then we didn't think about it until we were like 40 minutes away from the location.
Because you said, hey, where are we going to park? I'm like, oh, yeah, we'll figure it out. And we did.
Yeah. Luckily, we didn't fucking go off the website where it said there's free there's hotel parking because that was for the other hotel.
Correct. Oh, fuck. We went to the wrong.
Oh.
No, okay. So you asked me, like, is
Yeah.
it this
Yeah.
YEHS hotel?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Is
Yes.
this Yes Hotel or is this
Yes
Yes Hotel? And I was pretty sure that it was on like Sussex Street or some shit
Yeah,
like
we
that.
thought it was on. You were certain that it was the one on. No, it wasn't Sussex Street. It was the next street.
It was the other street.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. We just went back and forth, and like I think we were on the same wavelength, but not.
I think what happened was because the first car park I was going to book was the one right near a hotel.
Correct.
And then it was full. So I had to book the other one, which was another 100 meters down the road.
Correct.
And then I was like, oh, it's right next to the fucking building anyway. I don't know why it's saying it's so far away. And then I booked it.
We were both in the wrong. Can we agree with that?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah.
But
What you did was fucking stupid, though.
what do you mean?
Go on. Tell the story.
I walked into the Yes Hotel and I said, "Hi there, we're here to book in."
No.
Yes, that's
No.
it.
You said.
Yes, that's no.
You went, hey, mate.
Oh,
And he's
okay,
like,
I do-
hi, sir. And he goes, I have a booking. And he's like, oh, yeah. Just your name. And what did you say?
Winter,
Say
Like-
it properly.
winter, like the season.
Yeah.
And I thought it's just, I don't know, just
You didn't say it as calmly as that. You're like, Matthew Winter, like the season. Yeah, it was fucking embarrassing.
But then I looked back at you and like
The look,
I knew it was
you
cringe.
turned around. You sort of turned around slowly and like had this look on your face, like no fucking way did I just do that.
and I did.
Yeah, it was awkward as fuck.
It
too.
was a bit awkward.
Yeah.
It was even more awkward when they said, "Hey,
you're at the wrong hotel. You're at the one that's 3 blocks down.
But we survived.
Yeah.
And we walked down to our hotel. It's
the rain.
nice. They made the comment thinking that we're gay. And
Yeah.
Okay. The thing that really got me, I went down to Sydney. I don't think I've actually said this. Oh, let's not get KFC or Macca's or
yeah.
Hungry Jack's. It's like, we have that back in our hometown. We had KFC and we had Hungry Jack's.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think there's a reason. Okay, the night before, I didn't want to sit down and have a meal. We didn't want to get like a fancy like restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
And like all like the takeaway places, like everywhere was filled. Do you know what I mean?
It was really busy.
We're in the CBD of Sydney.
No, but like
we're in the CBD
I've
of
been
Sydney.
there before.
We're in the CBD of
Shut
Sydney.
the fuck up.
Continue.
I've been to Sydney before, and it's busy. Like Sydney's a busy place, of
course.
but it was really fucking busy.
That was fucking the can just ricocheted.
Because every place we walked past was full.
Full as.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted Thai. I really wanted like Thai or Chinese or Malaysia. I don't know. Because we're in the Asian hub of the country.
Yeah, we were 5 minutes away. You know where we didn't go to look for food if
Where?
you wanted like ethnic food?
What?
Was to Chinatown.
Oh yeah, it was like really, really.
It was like 100 meters away from
yeah,
the
it wasn't that
hotel.
far, was it? But we got some nice. We went to the KFC and it's like 2 stories. It's an old
3
building.
stories.
It was 3
Yeah.
stories, wasn't it? Busy. Oh, it was. It was. I expected it to be a bit busy. Actually,
That fucking one worker, I was ready to jump the counter and punch him in the nose.
why? Which one?
He was being, that fucking guy was like, guys, make the burger right. And was like being a dick to everyone in the kitchen. I was like, dude,
That reminds me of
I'd
like
kick
every
you
single
so
crew
hard in
trainer
the
I've seen at
dick.
McDonald's who like, oh, they've got a blue shirt now. They think they're top shit.
Yeah, this guy, I was like, oh, shut the fuck up.
And you know what? In the moment, I think I even said to you, like, oh no, he's just trying to get it done, blah, blah, blah. But like, I reflected over the next few days. I'm like, this kid's a cunt.
Yeah. I think I was just like, because the way he was talking to people, he was like slowing down and talking to them like they were retards. He was like,
exactly.
guys, make the burger. I was like, oh, I'm going to fucking jump this counter.
It was a bit busy. I expect to be busier, like in the middle
Yeah,
of
I
the
thought it'd
Sydney
be busier
CBD.
too.
And like, we went upstairs, went up the second story. Oh,
Went to
and
the third story.
The third story, sorry. And there was a bloke, and I thought he was just a cleaner.
Yeah, we were halfway through our food.
I'm facing like towards where the stairs
I
are.
had my back to the doorway.
And I'm like, oh, okay, this guy's just like, cleaning the trays and he's about to change the bin. And he starts pulling like cans and bottles out. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's just I don't know. Then I was like, okay, he might be a bit strapped for money, getting some cans and stuff. But then he started pulling out like food out of the bin
Yeah.
as well. And I'm like, okay, bro. Like,
Yeah, I could hear him violently open the bin door and start like going through the things. And then I sort of looked up at you and mouth like he's not going through that bin, is he? And then you said, oh, I think he's sorting out the recycling because you're like he's pulling out cans and bottles. Maybe he's separated recycling.
Well, that
and then I was
possibly.
like, oh yeah, that's a fair assumption
Fair
actually.
assumption.
And then it wasn't until he slammed the door shut and didn't take the bag out with you, but walked over to the other bin that you were like, oh, he's looking for food.
poor man living in Sydney, just trying to.
Because like
get a
I
feed.
turned the one time I turned around and looked at him, he had like a big bag, a big family bag, I guess you'd call it.
Oh,
and he pulled out the
fuck.
chips, and I was like, that's fucking gross.
I felt like giving him my chips, But then
I
like
felt really bad when I threw out half my chips after he left.
it wasn't that good KFC in all honesty.
No,
it was
the
average.
chips was fucking cold.
No, well, fucking. I guess we're in the city.
Yeah.
It's like, and we went to a KFC.
But it's a nice KFC.
It was a
You
nice
think it'd be
KFC.
better run.
And we walked around Sydney. You don't like Sydney.
Oh, I fucking hate Sydney.
Why?
Like, dude, that fucking...
Are you anxious around people?
I just don't like... You know what's crazy? I can do Melbourne. I can do Brisbane. I can do busy places.
I figured it out.
I just do not like Sydney.
I figured out why you don't like Sydney.
Why?
You hate Asian people.
It's not it at all.
Is like a part of it?
No.
Okay.
I think it's just because Sydney's really compact.
It's also not a very well planned out city.
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
Well, obviously, because it wasn't a planned out city.
Yeah. I think, when they first made Sydney, they're like, this isn't going to be a huge place.
And then it was.
Yeah.
Just from a bit of history. Remember how, was it like Sydney and Melbourne fighting to be the capital of Australia and then they made Canberra? Is it something like that?
Oh, I think so. I think Sydney was like, well, yeah, we're obviously going to be the capital of Australia.
Because
and then the government's like, you know what? We're going to make a place just outside of you.
They didn't even just like make a city. They made a whole fucking territory.
And it's going to be like, it's going to be a small state.
State, yeah, sure. Where everything's, but ACT has its own like fast food chain. I think it's called like Schmiggle or something. It's not Schmiggle, but it's something, I don't know. Like
it's a J.R.R. Tolkien character.
No, it's something. I don't know. It was something like that. But like it has its own like fast food chain.
It doesn't shock me.
It's odd.
I just, you know what? I don't hate Canberra. I don't like Canberra though either. Like I'll go to Canberra.
Would you move to Canberra?
No.
In any situation?
Fucking absolutely not.
Pay you $100,000 a year.
Not even worth it.
200?
You know why? Because Questacon's not that fun.
There's more to life than Questacon.
What's in Canberra?
The government.
Name 3 things to do in Canberra that aren't Questacon, the Parliament House, and the War Memorial.
Okay, no. Let's go with that then. What's the same thing with Sydney?
There's
What's
heaps
there
of
to do
shit in Sydney.
Like what?
Catch the tram. Did you hear where the girl got stuck under the tram?
No.
Oh shit! Some like 16-year-old girl got like squashed by the tram
Really?
last night. Yeah.
Maybe she shouldn't have been fucking near the train. No,
She's dead. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, I hope she's
Well,
alright.
it's the same with any city.
I just said I hope she's alright. She's fucking dead.
There's nothing to do in any city after a while. Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to move to the city. There's so much to do.
But that's all
All you're going to do is you're going to go to every Starbucks, find the one that you actually like, go to that Starbucks the rest of your life.
Sidebar real quick. We've had this conversation about my hometown sucks.
Yeah.
Let's move away. Let's move to fucking the thing with where we are in Scone. Let's go move to Ennui.
Ennui sucks.
It's okay.
Ennui sucks,
It's
dude.
okay.
You know why? Because everyone's like, oh, the beaches at Ennui. It's like, the beaches at Ennui suck shit.
But the other thing is, I think the other reason why they go Ennui and not Sydney, it's not like that overpriced. It's like, hey, maybe if I took a little bit of, mummy and daddy's money for a bit.
Like if I lived in Jasmine.
Exactly. And like roomed with like 7 people.
Yeah. And took up a crack habit.
Exactly.
I'll fit right in.
Sell some drugs on the side, sell some vapes on the side.
Corner.
I'll be able to, maybe like live in a half decent
And I'll
place.
go get a job at Green Hills at like the fucking Boohoo store.
I was more thinking like right as you go to the food section and there's always like a mobile repair shop.
Oh,
the amount of people I've gone to school with and seen at a mobile repair shop.
Fuck, seriously?
No one. But
I was like, damn, dude.
And they were like, hey, Matt, how you going? And I just looked at them and then walked away. Is that rude?
Everybody I know who moved to Newcastle went to school with either ended up working at like a JB Hi-Fi, McDonald's.
That's the dream at McDonald's.
Or a Bottle-O.
A Bottle-O, really?
A Bottle-O, yeah. They're like, oh yeah, I work at like the fucking celebrations attached to the side of the pub. I work at an icebox.
See, the only reason because I've always said I wanted to move to Newcastle, and I guess it's just that area. I don't really necessarily want to move to Newcastle, really, I guess. The only reason I'd move to a city is if it made sense for my career in general. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the other real point? If I'm just going to work at McDonald's, I'm going to stay here.
Bitches and hoes.
And save my money.
Yeah.
And like... Do you know what I mean?
I feel like I could have moved to Newcastle, like I could have left Scone, but then I wouldn't own my house.
Correct.
You know?
And you're still a young man who owns his house.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the main story. We went to Paddy's Markets.
Yeah, we did.
It was fucking
Matt
shit.
wanted to buy a heap of grunge shirts.
I did. I love band. I like band shirts. I like
the fucking guys working in the marquee. Sketchy looking cunts.
everybody who was working at the Paddy's Market was a sketchy looking
No, but
cunt.
these guys in particular, like there was one guy in a singlet. By the way, freezing fucking cold.
It was fucking
wet
cold.
weather, and Paddy's Markets is underneath the mall, so it's even fucking colder. And he's walking around in a fucking singlet, like the weirdest buzz cut haircut. I couldn't tell if it was a buzz cut that had like a peak in it or what. I couldn't quite tell. And he's like bobbing his head to the music like that. He's like this.
Do you think he does that every like Saturday night?
And then the other guy was wearing like a jumper, long pants, long hair, beanie, and he's trying to sell this dude shirts, and his mate's just beside him like that, like with his bum bag.
You know what? Like, I looked at some of the people. I'm like, your like life in Sydney looks alright.
Yeah.
But like going to Paddy's Markets every weekend sounds like fucking shit.
You know what's even worse?
What?
Working at Paddy's Markets.
No, do you know what's even worse than that? Eating at Paddy's Markets.
Oh yeah, I didn't know they did fresh seafood at Paddy's Markets.
And like,
I wouldn't fucking
are
eat
you
it.
sure it's fresh? Okay, look, it might be fresh, probably covered in just piss.
Oh, dude, it was a shock for me to see it there. And then what really got me was across the hallway.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd call it a hallway. Across the fucking gap.
Yeah.
Was a hair salon.
And people came to Paddy's Markets to
Like
get
there
their
was
hair
a
cut.
guy getting his hair cut and there was a lady like getting a colour.
See, look, I think that there's 4 tiers. There's like top tier hairdresser. There's just like average small town hairdresser, like me, like I do. Go get a nice haircut.
Yeah.
Then there's shopping mall hairdresser, and then there's fucking Paddy's Markets hairdresser.
You know what's sadder?
What?
What's below that? The pop-up market.
Fucking pop up.
Have you seen them?
Yes,
yeah,
I
the
have.
pop-up in the shopping centre hairdresser.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That's below Paddy's
That is
Markets.
below.
Because at least Paddy's Markets is like, it's there all the time.
exactly. Oh fuck me. But I did like how like we got a good place, like where we stayed.
Yeah, it was great.
It was just good location.
It was about a 10-minute walk to the venue for Bert.
And you know what? It actually wasn't that bad driving into Sydney and then driving out. Like it wasn't
Driving
that
in
bad.
was a bit of an issue for you.
No, driving in was a bit of an issue because you were on the fucking phone and I was like, I need help. Because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like the lanes were just shit. Okay. Also part of this was the fact that and it's not that I didn't realize that I just didn't fucking do it. The tolls now, it's all, you can just do it. If you only go every now and then, you can just sign up online. It'll scan your number plate. You're sorted, mate. Just didn't do that. Probably should have.
Yeah.
Would have made the trip a lot. It wasn't that bad though, was it?
I don't know. It was pretty interesting.
It would have been worse if you were driving, because I think I would have heard the word cunt about like 45 times.
I'm a really
Road
impatient driver
I can tell.
in Sydney. I get the shits really easy.
I can fucking tell.
And it's not because I get confused about the roads. I fucking hate the city so much that even driving on the streets, I'm just like, I'd rather fucking drag my balls on grated cheese.
It's not that bad.
I fucking hate that.
You would hate it in your car though.
Oh yeah. No, driving my car in there sucks.
Driving in my car would be alright.
I remember when I had my L's, I had to drive Jack's car to the airport.
Your brother, just to clarify.
Yeah, to the airport.
Shout
Airport.
out.
I'm not going to the airport. To the airport.
Do you just make a Bluey reference?
Yeah.
Shout out to all our Bluey fans.
And it was a Hilux. It was a big Hilux at the time. It was
Oh,
manual. It sucked.
In a manual. You would not get a manual if you live in the city, would you?
Dude, it sucked.
And imagine being like a worker that had to have a manual car driving in the city.
I don't know. Yeah, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. You know why I'd hate it the most? Is that lights. You get lights all the fucking time, and having to sit there, you're just going from fucking second to neutral all day.
All fucking day. It'd
It
be
would
shit.
suck.
It's like, what's the point of having a manual if you're doing that?
It'd be worse if it was an auto stop start manual too.
That'd
be shit.
That'd be fucking terrible. But we went to Bert Kreischer, good
Yeah.
venue. I've been to that general venue for RTX,
You did say that.
but I think RTX was like 2 levels below from what I remember.
Fucking
Because I think we're on level 3 technically. Because it must be fucking big because it's like there's different.
Yeah, the venue, like the theater that we walked into, I didn't realize how big the building was. So I got in there. 'Cause I'm
Holy
like, out
fuck.
there, the building looks small. In here, this is a big off
Fuck
building.
off. 9,000 people.
Yeah.
And it was sold out.
Yeah, even he didn't know how many people
No.
were held. It wasn't until we all put our phone torches out and he was like, fuck me.
Just sidebar real quick. Imagine being that famous and that like rich that you don't even like need to know
Yeah.
the amount of people who come to your show.
You just hear it sold out. You goes, cool, sweet.
Exactly, cool, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, probably be like 3,000 people. But we went in there, bought some drinks. It was all right. Like, it wasn't that overly expensive. Like, you expected it.
I actually thought it was going to be dearer. It was cheaper than I thought. Although I did get charged the cheaper price from the drinks that I got.
Why?
Because it was meant to be $12 for my beer.
How much is charging?
11.
Oh, because it went in the fucking slow aisle. The little fucking lady.
Yeah.
She was Asian, yes. And she could speak English. Like, I'm not saying.
Oh, yeah, no.
But it was just
I think
like.
she just had trouble on, like,
understanding.
working the technology. She was a bit older.
Exactly. Little old Asian lady. Good on her. Good on her for getting some extra bucks.
Good on her for trying.
Exactly.
She's gonna feed that family of 20.
But fuck that aisle. Fuck that line was slow.
But if we'd moved to the other line, it would have been worse.
Because we were in just the drink and chips aisle.
Yeah.
There was a food
we were
one,
just
blah,
in
blah, blah.
Oh, well, drinks and snacks. And then there was the other aisle was like drinks, hot food. Because you could get like burgers and...
Are you really going to go to a show and get a fucking burger?
No.
And pay like what? $15
Get
for a fucking
heartburn.
burger? Exactly.
Although you did the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen you do while we're waiting to go in with your drink.
I had my two Canadian clubs on top of each
visual
other.
representation.
Okay.
Like that.
I had
both open because they have to open the drinks.
Correct.
And then you, in your fucking almighty wisdom, tried to drink.
I went... For those who are... Which one's mine?
Mine's the bottom one.
Have you drunk heaps of yours?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm thirsty.
I had the drinks on top of each other. I took a sip, and then the bottom one just like leaked all down the can, all down into my jumper. And there was one lady looking at me.
Yeah.
She laughed.
Yeah. And then I started laughing and calling you a fucking idiot. And then everybody in our general, probably like 2 meter radius, heard me call you a fucking idiot. And then fixated on you for the next 2 seconds.
The one thing I regret is going in so early because fuck, we stood there for a long time. It's like
God, fuck, you haven't shut up about that.
No, it fucking pissed me off.
But think about where we were sitting.
Yeah, we were sitting right in the middle of the aisle.
They were our seats anyway. There's no one could say they weren't our seats. We were going to lose them getting there late. But if we got there any later, we would have to do it with those fucking speds
in front of us,
2 rows ahead
climbing
of us,
over
over all these fucking seats to get
and
to
being dickheads about it too.
Yeah,
like,
and then like they literally sat down, and not even 2 minutes later, two of them got up and went and got more drinks.
Yeah, they fucking smashed those drinks. But I don't know. We got in there. We had good seats.
Yeah, they were good.
Like it wasn't overly too close. I think too close would have been shit. In all honesty.
Yeah, I feel like if you were on the floor where those people were sitting and would have paid fuck knows how much tickets, you would have been like that.
We could have been one of those people who like went down there saying that's our seats.
Yeah, and then got fucking chased out by the cranky lesbian looking chick.
Fucking hell. But we probably could have just sat like right at the front. Oh no, it was pretty sold out, wasn't it?
I think where we sat was good because we were like basically, we were probably like a meter above the stage. So we weren't looking down, but we weren't looking up. We were just looking straight.
That was good. And there was a lady next to us breastfeeding a kid.
Next to you.
That was the best.
I had one of the fucking school shooters sitting next to me.
Oh, fuck
He was
me. Okay.
weird.
The thing that pissed me off about that fucking guy is we're sitting directly in the middle. And we came in from the left side to go into our row and came down the left. The guys next to me were pretty much... So, like, we were on the left side of the middle, they're on the right side of the middle. Like, directly.
And you could tell, too, because the chairs were quite close, but then Matt's chair and the lady next to him, it's sort of
Had that little
spread
gap.
out
Yeah,
like
exactly.
an angle.
But they came from the other side too. They came in the correct door. This fucking guy comes in from the wrong door, goes around, because there was like no people on our side.
No, there wasn't. There was nobody there.
There was
at the time,
nobody.
yeah.
And this
But that big fuck off dude was in your eye.
Oh, fuck me. But this little skinny school shooter guy, he goes about, at least 10 people had to stand up for him to get past, including us. And then he sat next to Ben when he should have come in the other fucking door.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't...
Yeah. He was fucking weird, man. He was playing Doodle Jump.
Before you even came in, you said, I don't know, like, what's, like, worse? Like, going to, like, a movie by yourself or going to, like, a comedy show by yourself. In comes little school shooter.
In comes the fucking psycho kid.
Playing Doodle Jump.
Yeah. He was bad at it, too.
Was he?
Yeah.
Were you watching him?
Yeah.
I remember when I went to Kendrick Lamar, there was a guy playing, I think he was playing, what's the running...
Temple Run.
He was playing Temple Run and he had his phone up. Everyone's going, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's sick.
And there was also another guy, like he was like a few meters down and he had his phone up on Tinder, swiping back and forth. And we got a match. Everyone fucking cheered.
Yeah, nah.
Good on him.
This kid was fucking odd.
He was. I think there's nothing really more you can say about this. It was a good show. He was really, really funny.
It was fucking dude. It was sick.
Bert was great.
The only thing is that the second opener. Look, she's probably a really good comedian back in America. I reckon they probably get her humor a lot more in America. But she come out. She was a chick. I can't remember her name. That's terrible.
Not me either.
She come out and. You know, she's like, yeah. And then she like sees herself on the big monitor and she goes, damn, my tits look fucking huge, man. And then immediately I was like, oh, you're one of those type of female comedians.
And I think she wasn't terrible, but me personally, I don't like when female comedians go up on stage and go, tits, my vagina.
Fill
and
me
like,
up.
it's fill me up.
Which is what she said.
I said, I'm a cum slut.
Yeah,
it
she's
was
like, I have a IUD.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like,
he's like, that means I can just get filled up. I'm like, that's not funny.
sorry, that's just like shock humor. And it's like,
and we know there were kids at that show because we saw kids outside waiting to
now,
get in.
okay, with that, I also don't think it's funny when a man comes in and goes, yeah, I'm gonna fuck lots of chicks and cum in them. Might become a dad.
Yeah, no, it goes both ways. It's not
It
just,
does.
but I just feel like you could tell the crowd wasn't really vibing with her.
Oh, and she could tell too.
Yeah, I think she could.
She could tell.
Yeah, because she like started talking to the guy in the front row. I'm like, why would you pick a male out?
I agree.
And then I was like, even more ballsy. You've picked out an older Australian male
who's not gonna like. We all know old Australian males don't like
I'm
women
surprised
anyway.
It wasn't a fucking hate crime that night. Like I was waiting for one.
The opening guy was good. Like
he was funny.
Was he Irish?
He was English.
He was English, and he lives in Australia.
Yeah, he moved to Australia when he was younger.
Yeah, but he was quite good. He was good.
And then the third guy who came in before Bert, some of his stuff was funny, but he talked a lot about doing drugs.
It was like weed. I smoke weed, and it's like I thought he was funny.
Yeah,
I thought he was good. He actually does like a lot of videos with some Instagram, TikTok comedians that I half follow. Like not really, but it's like I know that guy. And he was all right. He was good.
Yeah,
I think all of them are definitely openers. I can't see any of them. Maybe the first guy
could probably go and do his own shit.
I think he'd go on his own shit in Australia. Maybe go to like the Edinburgh comedy festival.
Bert probably should have maybe done a bit of pre-research about Australian humour and Australian comedy, because the two that he brought over from America with him were just like, rough as fuck.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I think it's. But they're there for the ride.
It's crazy how those guys didn't really work that well, but Bert shit did.
I just think Bert's funnier.
Do you think it's like a social thing? Like Bert is more well known?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, that chick was not fucking funny. I think I may have laughed at one joke of hers.
I noticed that. I always actually looked at you like.
And then I think it was when she was walking off the fucking stage. I was like, damn, finally she's gone. That was the longest 15 minutes of my life.
I think that. I don't know. I just think everyone. First of all, everyone was there for Bert, and I actually not like Sam.
Can you imagine if someone were there like, I'm here for the chick? Like,
yes, why would you do that? Like even like Sam Davis, co-host of the On We Talk podcast, he doesn't like American podcasts, like any really. Yeah, he's not really into
I fucking hate Australian podcasts.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that if a podcast's good, it's good, but I don't know. It really depends on the podcast. Like I like Tiny Meat Gang, but I also like.
It's because you have tiny meat.
I have a big penis. I don't know. Like I like Tiny Meat Gang, American YouTuber podcast. I like Two Bears One Cape, American comedian podcast. Yeah. But if an Australian podcast is good, like I think this podcast is generally. I think
it's okay.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I think
it's funny.
Okay.
I don't see color. I meant to say I don't think it really matters if you're Australian, English, American. If you're funny, you're funny.
I can't do English podcasts.
Really?
Yeah.
What type of English podcast?
Well,
any?
The only ones that
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah,
those TikTokers
are the TikTokers, or there's an English. I don't know if it's a fucking radio show. It has to be a podcast because there's no way they can talk about this shit on the radio. Even over there, like they're fucking backwards, but they're not this backwards. It's these two gay guys. And one of them's super posh, and he talks super posh. And the other one's like just more casual, like laid back, like you, but gayer. And they just talk about these gay like experiences and gay like life events. I'm just like,
Gay, like, oh, we had a gay orgy for the first time.
They have like this segment where it's like, oh, weird hookup stories, and it's stuff like, oh,
is it two black guys?
No, it's two. No.
It's not like shits and you get, you know what I'm talking about?
No, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
They're pretty good.
It's not them. It's they're white. These guys are white.
Okay, it's white men.
And there's like, oh, you know, like here's a guy who called in, and it's like, oh, you know, like I cheated on my boyfriend with his cousin. Because I came over to his house and he had like a dildo up his ass and was like, "Fuck me." It's shit like that. It's weird shit like that. I was like, I don't get it. I don't.
Yeah, that's the same thing. That's just shock humor to me.
And then there's the all the English, like the British TikTokers, funny guys when they make TikToks, but their podcasts are just like it's like you're just trying to make clips.
Yeah,
like
I get
everything you're trying to make into clip worthy.
See that, like with a lot of them as well. I really think that they're young. They're
impressionable. You can get them to take their pants off.
That's not what I was going to say at all. Kind of. No, but it's like they sort of get this vibe of, oh, I'm an influencer. They give influencer vibes more than they give comedian vibes.
Yes.
Holy shit. Fuck, I'm a genius.
Oh my God. Did you have like an out-of-body experience?
I did. I was
did
like...
you look at yourself and go, oh, I'm doing that shit too?
Yeah, and you know what I did while I said that? I was like jacking off onto myself.
Yeah, I could see it.
See, shock humor, not funny. No, but I think that they... Some people are funny in certain ways.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that comes back to, like, some of the videos that we've tried to make in general. Like, sometimes, like, I couldn't read a script. I could, like, maybe be, like, a guest on a sitcom and be funny in that role. I could not be, like, an actor in a sitcom. Like the main actor.
It's interesting you say that because I started watching Reno 911. That show is underrated as fuck.
It's good, isn't it?
It's hilarious.
It's really, really good.
It's the funniest fucking show.
What made you want to watch that?
Well, because like Kiara and I have been trying to find a TV show because we finished How I Met Your Mother.
Have you watched Smarties Internet Show?
Well, she doesn't like it. She says the guy and it's weird and creepy. So we finished How I Met Your Mother. Also, the ending of that show is a massive disappointment.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Like sucking, 9 seasons leading to that?
Do you want to talk about it? It's been out for like 8 years now.
Yeah, I'm talking about another podcast. I can just talk about it. It was like I found the show really fucking good, and then when it went to the credits on the last episode, I was like, that is fucking shit. Now I know why so many people were pissed off about the ending of it. So we finished that, and they said, "Oh, do you want to watch Reno 911?" I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok, so I sent a few TikToks. It's like, "Oh, it's not really my sense of humor." It's okay, so I watched it. I'm like halfway through the second season. Oh no, I just started the season 3.
Good.
Funniest fucking
It's fucking
show ever.
good, isn't it?
Funniest fucking show ever. And I can't tell if half the time it's not scripted.
You think it's improv? A lot of the time, a lot of the best bits.
I just get I get like bits and pieces because even the actors like they don't know what to say about it. Like, what. So
but like a lot of those like early 2000, like those 2000s, you know, shows that got like a few seasons on Comedy Central or like a random network. A lot of them are fucking funny.
Yeah.
Fucking funny.
Well, we've started to watch Parks and Recs together.
Thoughts?
We're only like 3 episodes in or 4 episodes in. It's good. I assume it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can only assume that it gets better because the first episode I was like, fuck, I hope this isn't the show. And then the second episode I was like, you can tell that the first episode was a pilot.
Yeah, you can do.
And then the third episode I'm like, okay, I can see where the characters are going. Whatever. So I'm hoping that like season 2 is a bit better.
A lot of that happens.
But I really do feel like they were like, oh, yeah, The Office works really well. Let's just try and copy that.
Did you ever watch BoJack Horseman?
I watched the first 2 seasons.
Apparently first season was like okay.
Yeah.
Second season got better. Third season was bad. And I think the fourth season was amazing. It's something like that. It's like a really
I don't know. I didn't really think much of it.
No.
But I didn't watch anything after season 2. I don't think I finished season 2.
There's too much to watch.
I think too many American shows are trying to be like each other. Yeah. Like real edgy.
I know what you mean.
But like we're different.
You know what? There's actually, because like I watch a lot of YouTube. And that's what I just put on the side while I'm doing shit. So it's like, it's very rare that I actually sit down and like watch a whole show. The last one was Koala Man, but more, and that's only because like, oh, I know these guys from YouTube. I want to watch their stuff.
Yeah.
But the more recent one was, have you seen Mr. In Between? It's like, I've seen clips on TikTok and it's the bald guy
Yes.
It's Australian.
Yes, it's on Stan.
It's on Stan.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about this in Sydney.
We were. It's actually
it
quite good. It's different to what I thought it'd be.
Right.
In a way, it's like every episode's self-contained. And a lot of it's just like shit happens.
Yeah.
But the shit that happens is good. And it's not very traditional. This guy actually, so the guy who, the main guy, the bald guy, he writes, directs and produces it.
Oh.
And it originally started as, I think it was like 2001, 2002. They did and it was more like a mockumentary of a hitman. And he played the hitman. And then
he's a fucking scary looking dude.
He fucking is. 15 years later, got made into a show.
Damn.
And it's not just I'm pretty sure it's something like Foxtel co-produced it with like FX in America.
Right.
So it's like that's where they got the fucking budget for it.
It's based in Sydney, isn't it?
It's based in Sydney.
Yeah.
It's actually quite good. I really, really enjoyed it so far. 3 seasons. I'm like a season and a half in. Pretty good.
Yeah, I might watch it.
But yeah, Bert Kreischer is good.
Yeah, I don't know what we can say about the show because you sort of had to be there to experience the.
We made him cry.
Not
us specifically.
Yeah, not us, but like the crowd. I wouldn't say we bullied him into it or peer pressured him into it. He sort of volunteered the information, and then he's like, "I'm going to cry," and everyone's like, "Yeah,
cry."
He cried about his dead dog that got killed,
and that he
kept saying that they killed his dog. They actually just put it down.
Correct. There's a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
The thing I liked about Bert, and that's my first comedy show. I've watched a lot of comedy shows, but like obviously the ones you watch, it's a traditional stand-up special.
Yeah, yeah.
This was very you couldn't really tell if like he went in with all these stories, or if it was like improv the whole way.
Since we've been to the show, I then watched his latest Netflix special, which is this. It's like the routine he would have done on stage.
Yeah,
you can tell. Because he even admitted it. He was like 10 minutes into his act and he's like, "This is my last show in Australia. We're just going to fucking do whatever." You can tell straight away he went completely off script.
Really?
Oh,
that shows how good of an entertainer he is.
Like
and people shit on him as well.
You can tell that that was not what he had planned for the night.
People shit on Bert Kreischer.
Yeah,
they didn't like The Cabin on Netflix.
Fuck off. That show is hilarious. Like, straight up humor.
And I think we've discussed this. We might have actually done on the podcast. And I think the thing is, people who like that sort of show, they don't make like videos or articles or whatever about liking it. And it's not like it's focused on. It's just like, hey, that's good, and move on. Same with like, podcasts like Two Bears, One Cave. They just have their self-contained audience, a really big one, and then it's just move on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think that shows that it's like a very like adult-based.
Yeah, it's definitely like more mature humor.
Gorgeous. But I like that. Like, which is actually like that links to something I actually wanted to mention. I'll just mention to you now. I looked at the analytics for Ennui Radio in general. I think it's like 40%. It's a very, very big amount. 40% of our like listeners in general are 25 to 35, which makes me feel good because there was a period of time where like there's most of the videos, like the audience was like fucking 25 and under, but more like. I
reckon that's because it was like you were working with children and you were like, "Hey, I have an internet show. If you show me your dick, you can be on it."
No, it was more like poo poo pee pee.
No, like I'm gonna research my my character.
Are you right?
So I can get my dick out for this guy.
Are you good? But I think it was like the humor, even like the "Hey Ben, you need to like watch gay porn for this scene." It's a bit. That was funny. Do you know what? Okay, the scene in the video is not funny at all. The fact that I made you watch gay porn just for the scene is funny.
It wasn't even like normal gay porn, Matt. It was such aggressive black gay porn.
Like, funny.
Like it was such.
Do you in retrospect is that funny?
Yeah.
But the rose petals isn't.
But like in the moment, it's funny.
Yeah, but the rose petals isn't.
No.
Why is it not funny? I think, and I'm going to stand by
Matt,
it.
you actually give off gay vibes.
How do I give off gay vibes?
It's just the way you are.
How long we got to fucking go? Fucking 12 minutes. I feel like just going home and crying.
You are home.
How long do you want to record for? 1 hour?
How long are we at now?
We're at like 48 minutes.
Where are you reading that?
See down the bottom.
Oh, yeah, we'll just go now. What do you reckon?
Yeah, or we could do a post show.
Oh yeah, like a 10-minute post show.
Like a 20-minute post show.
Or we'll do a 20-minute post show.
Or 25. We've got so much to catch up on. How's things?
We saw each other like a week ago.
How's things?
We're seeing each other next week.
We are.
Is this the post show now?
No, it's not the post show. Not till.
Do you want to round out to 50 minutes and then do the post show? So we have 40 seconds to kill.
But then it's like, it's the Ennui. It's like it's not the Ennui radio hour. It's the
then we'll
Ennui
go for the 10
radio.
minutes and then we'll do a 20-minute post show. How about that?
Done. Deal.
Cool.
Shake on it.
See, the handshake you're giving me, that's gay. That's gay vibes.
I'm not good at shaking hands.
Like
Let's go again. Let's go again.
do like see how you got my hand.
Yeah.
That's how you should handshake. See how I have your hand.
Yeah.
That's how you shake hands.
No, it's not. Okay, let's go again. Hey mate, how you going? No, because you went in too hard.
That's how
and
you meant
I'm
to.
at a shit angle.
You got to show your dominance.
Hey mate.
That looks like that you need to clip that and compare it to when Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sorry?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And whatever the black guy's name is.
Dana-
Something Schwarzenegger. Do the thing in Predator and it's their big bulging biceps.
Yeah, Sydney was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's really much to say. Starbucks is interesting.
I tell you, we were the only white people in that Starbucks.
And there was one Indian.
Yeah.
I think his name would have been like Raj.
Yeah. Hamid.
If I yelled at Raj and then turned around, I bet he would have like.
Imagine if like all the other ethnics turned around. I shouldn't say ethnics.
You shouldn't. What is with you today?
All the other people who were of one.
The thing, okay, look,
ethnicity.
they were all Asian, but that's not the funny part.
No.
There's nothing funny about racism. The funny part was they were all Asians. They all had corded Apple earphones.
Yes.
And they all had MacBooks. I think it's like the 14-inch.
Which ranged from MacBook Airs. Some of them had
Are you
iPad.
sure?
Yes.
Did they?
Some of them had iPad,
Okay.
like the big iPad Pros. I took note of that.
Okay, sorry, I was generalizing.
Yeah. I took a little bit more notice.
But they would...
Because some of them actually had the Apple earphones.
Oh, like the
big fuck
the
off,
what
like,
do they call them?
space-looking things?
AirPods?
Yeah.
No, AirPod Max.
AirBuds, the golden retrievers that go to space.
But they're all like, and that was weird because they're all like lined up against each other. Like if there's two people sitting at the tables, it
Yeah.
was like lined up perfectly, the same arch in their fucking laptop
There
or
was
their
one
iPad.
girl as we walked in the door. I don't know if you turned to look because I immediately started looking at all their screens to see what the fuck they were doing.
What were they doing?
Not much, actually.
Really?
Yeah, some of them had like a lecture.
Yeah, okay,
playing.
the university
Yeah,
students.
and I was like, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I don't know why the fuck you'd come to a really loud cafe in the middle of the CBD to do this because it was crazy. Everyone was wearing earphones, but it was fucking loud as in there.
it was loud, wasn't
It
it?
was crazy. And some of them had were just on the internet, just browsing, like looking at clothes and shit. And then as we walked in though, the lady who was sitting right there had this fucking huge document she was typing out. And I was
Really?
like, that looks really important. It'd be such a fucking shame if someone ruined your day. like I had thoughts of like, I could just knock the table and
Oh, you
watch
could.
that whole thing go down.
Oh, imagine she's a lawyer just coming to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Worst place to
Because
do
it was like she was on it was a taller table with the thinner base. And I was
Yeah.
like, if I fucking fell, if I tripped and happened to hit the edge of that table, it's coming down. That laptop's hitting the ground.
fucking, I don't know. And the thing was, like, not many of them really had, and I don't know how good the AirPod Maxes are, like in terms of noise
I
cancellation.
can't imagine they're great.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
My headphones, they're really good for noise cancellation, but you can turn them off and on because if you use noise cancellation, it wastes the battery. It takes it.
That's odd.
Do you know what I mean? What do you mean? Well, it takes extra battery to make it noise cancelling.
But what function is the noise cancelling?
I don't fucking know. I just
why?
bought them.
Why? Yeah,
I
I'm
just
fucking
bought them.
confused.
I like them and they're good, but I don't know. But yeah, Starbucks. Brekkie we had was good because
Yeah.
when I went to Sydney, it was like okay, we went in really fancy.
Yeah,
not really
we got
fancy.
There. You stopped us before we got in the door. And you're like, "There's only one problem with this place," and I was like, "What?" He goes, "It looks fancy." It's probably.
I
Gonna be
did say that, didn't
expensive.
I? And I was wrong. It was pretty like
It was probably
decently priced.
It was like you'd pay the same in Scone.
But you look up exposed copper pipe. You look on the walls, really industrial. Really, what was the word you used?
Exposed ceiling.
Yeah, no, but like the vibe and like the art.
Oh,
the
industrial.
sort of feel. And I said to Ben, either this is going to be really, really, really good, or it's going to be like fucking dog
What do
shit.
we say? It's either going to be really good food, but fucking shit coffee, or it's going to be really fucking good coffee, but really shit fucking food.
And I think they were both good.
We had the bacon and egg roll, which wasn't just like bacon, egg, and like barbecue sauce.
We truly are two white guys on the podcast, aren't we?
It was bacon. It was double bacon. They made that especially clear. They're like, oh, it's a double bacon. And there was like 4 rashers of bacon on this thing.
Fuck, it was good.
An egg that was so runny, it was almost raw. And like, it wasn't lettuce. It has a specific name. It was like rocket or some shit.
Yeah.
Rocket. And then like this weird aioli sauce.
It wasn't
But I don't think it was
aioli, though.
aioli.
And it wasn't like hollandaise.
It had like herbs in it.
It was just creamy goodness.
Yeah. And then the bun was a sesame seed bun that had been toasted.
Oh, fuck. And the coffee was good.
Yeah, the coffee was
And at
good.
first I was like, oh, this is a bit weird. And then I realized, like, because I work at McDonald's and a lot of them can't make a
Hasn't
fucking
been
coffee.
blasted the heat.
Well, it's because I either there's only 2 coffees that I get at McDonald's: an oat milk mocha or a vanilla latte on lactose.
Did you have a cappuccino that morning
When?
when we went to Sydney?
Yeah, I did. No, maybe I got a latte, just a Spain latte, no sugar, no nothing. But I need to have either sweetness or like a chocolate taste because I don't like McDonald's bean in general, and and baristas at McDonald's 9 times out of 10 dog shit. This is real coffee.
It was
And this
nice.
is good coffee.
Yeah, I had
It
a
was fucking
cappuccino
good.
and I only had to have 1 sugar in it.
It's fucking good.
Yeah. Because you go to some places like McDonald's and you get a cappuccino and you got to pump the cunt full of
Oh
sugar.
fuck me, cunt. It's like what's the point?
Yeah.
No wonder some people like I used to make fun of people going, oh, large cappuccino, 9 sugars. I'd probably do the same thing. I'd probably
Yeah,
McDonald's.
yeah. I'd get 9 sugars and sugar syrup. like, and then I'd put like a splash of fucking Sprite in there.
Remember how you started talking shit about McDonald's last podcast? What was with that?
Oh, I was just having a bad day.
Yeah, I know.
I was just like,
Do you feel ashamed?
no.
Don't you?
No, I'm proud as fuck.
Are you proud as fuck?
Yeah.
About the
I'll
way
tell you why. Because the last 2 experiences prior to that podcast I had with Go McDonald's were fucking bad experiences. And I was like, no way, this place is getting worse.
It's getting better because
it?
of me.
I haven't been there since the last podcast. Yeah.
Really? I haven't either.
Yeah.
I haven't been there.
I think,
like
no,
ages.
sorry. That's a lie because we had coffee that morning. We went
did.
to Sydney.
And it was fucking fine.
Yeah. They did the thing that I hate the most about what they fucking do
What?
is that I had a long black, which is a large black coffee. They put 2 cups around it.
Yes, you're only supposed to 1 cup it.
Yeah, yeah. I get it. I know it's going to be hot. I'm expecting it to be hot. It's just hot black coffee.
Exactly.
like,
But the
like
thing,
if I grab one, oh, it's hot.
if somebody asks for one, we give them one. But fucking one, it's a waste of fucking cups. Half the people don't want it.
Or you know what I do because I'm a fucking adult and I'm experienced at ordering black coffee. I go, can I have a little bit of cold water in that, please?
Exactly.
So I can drink the cunt before I get to
Oh,
Sydney.
fucking stupid. Is black coffee from Macca's all right?
I'm going to be honest, it's probably like the only way I can drink McDonald's coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Because I find that when you get milk in it, I don't know if it's just me, if I'm just really picky about the temperature of my milk, but sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's not hot enough, sometimes it's way too much froth,
Oh, fucking some people don't
and
make
sometimes there's
know how
no
to make
froth.
fucking
Like
coffee.
I sound like a needy white guy, but
You are.
the only coffees I ever have now anyway is either a long black or a cappuccino.
Really?
That's it.
Long black or a cappuccino? Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you like mocha?
Nah, I don't like chocolate. Like, it's crazy. I love cappuccinos. I love that little bit of sweetness of chocolate on the top, but I fucking hate chocolate and coffee.
See, I like mocha, but it goes well with oat, and I would get an oat milk hot chocolate. But I think I like the taste of it, and I need some fucking caffeine.
And I tell you what I despise.
What?
Dirty chais.
It's
I
okay.
love a good chai latte, but I fucking hate
A dirty chai is okay.
I think it's just the foulest drink.
By the time this episode is out, actually, we will have a new promotion going on.
Oh yeah.
Birthday cake, latte. So it's like a dirty chai, but instead of
yuck.
like chai powder, it's like a birthday cake flavored.
That's fucked.
I agree.
Fuck, something's going on at head office, eh? They're smoking good crack.
I was thinking it's a hookah. What's that?
hookah.
A hookah? That's right. Yeah, they're smoking a hookah.
Do I
Back
remember
then.
one day coming out of English? You remember where H Block faced the caravan park in Scone?
Very niche reference, but
I
yes.
remember coming out of English and there was these guys in the caravan park. There's like 6 guys just fucking punching down a hookah.
Really?
At the communal table. And everyone was like, oh man, that's sick.
Fuck, that's funny.
Dude, they were fucking chuffing on it. It was puffing rings.
That's interesting.
It was fucking sick.
How fucking good.
Yeah.
This liquid death actually wasn't that bad. This is the first time I've actually finished a can.
What a waste of money if you haven't finished it. It's only 500 ml. It's half a litre.
Yeah, but it's you know what's funny? I'll drink I usually drink things fast. Not this though. It's very carbonated
Really?
to me.
See, I'll be honest, I actually really enjoyed this because it was less carbonated than the Mount Franklin ones. Or the
Really?
Or the Fantastic. Way less carbonated.
See, that's like around $3.50 a can. Actually, might be $4.50.
There's no gross aftertaste.
Correct. It's a good aftertaste. You also know what you're paying for. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't pay that much money. Would you pay that? Like, it's like how much for a Fiji water?
I think we Googled this at the cafe.
Yeah,
I think we were like, Fiji water. Can't remember what size it was, but it was like retailing like $4.80.
That's a fucking lot of money.
Yeah.
These are about $4.50 for the flavoured, I'm pretty sure.
That was
when I
AUD.
averaged it out.
Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's right. That was AUD.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the
GST
normal
inclusive?
ones, GST inclusive.
Yeah.
I think the mountain water and the sparkling water were more the 350 ones because it's just normal water. Very interesting conversation in the Ennui Radio Hour. We'll do a post show on.
Cool looking can though.
It is a cool looking can. We'll do a post show on Ennui
Actually,
Plus.
favorite sparkling water, liquid death.
We'll see you there, I guess. Bye, guys.
Better than liquid ass.
That was a shit way to end it.